everyone. In this video, I am going to explain VT Mat 11, that is Calculus and Linear Algebra, first semester VT question paper, that is model question paper number. So let's solve first question, that is 1a. With the usual notation, prove that tan phi is equal to r times dr by d theta. Here phi is the angle between the radius vector and the tangent. Let's prove this. First we need to write this diagram, that is initial axis OX, and this is called as pole. Origin is called as pole in polar coordinate. I will take consider a polar curve r is equal to f of theta. Consider a polar curve r is equal to f of theta and a point p of r comma theta. Point p of r comma theta here. Okay. Here OP represents the radius vector r, and angle between the radius vector and the initial line is theta. So this point is p of r comma theta, radius vector comma the angle, polar angle theta. Okay. Next, let us draw PL, which is the tangent to the curve at P. Tangent to the curve at P, and xi, the angle xi, with the angle made by the tangent PL, name of the tangent is PL, with the initial line, that is OX. Initial line is OX. Next, one more angle I will take, that is let phi be the angle, the required angle it is, with the angle between the radius vector OP, radius vector r, that is equal to OP, and the tangent PN. Okay. This phi is the angle between the radius vector and the tangent PL. Now, from the diagram, from the figure, we have xi is equal to phi plus theta. I mean, from this diagram, exterior angle, that is xi, is equal to sum of interior opposite angles, that is theta and phi, with the interior opposite angle. So opposite interior angle sum, that is addition of phi and theta, gives the exterior angle, that is xi. Okay. Now apply tan on both sides. So tan xi is equal to tan of phi plus theta, or you can expand by using tan A plus B formula. You will get tan xi is equal to tan phi plus tan theta. Tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B, you have tan phi into tan theta. I will take this equation as equation number 1. Next, let P of x comma y be the Cartesian point, the same point P of r comma theta, you can write in terms of P of x comma y, be the Cartesian point. Then we have the relationship between Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate. that is x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, right? And also geometrical meaning of tan xi is the slope, that is dy by dx. That's nothing but slope of the tangent PL. The name of the tangent is PL here, the length of the tangent, right? The slope of this tangent is nothing but dy by dx. That's also equal to geometrical, it is tan of z, tangent of z. Now, that tan xi is equal to dy by dx can be written as dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Differentiate y with respect to theta, okay, and consider this r is a function of theta. We know r is a polar curve which is function of theta, right? R is function of theta. So here differentiate this y with respect to theta, you will get r as it is. Differentiation of product rule we are applying. Differentiation of sin theta is cos theta plus sin theta as it is. Differentiation of r is dr by d theta, that is r1. We are writing r1, that's nothing but dr by d theta. Okay. Now, denominator you are differentiating x with respect to theta. Again, r is a function of theta, so use product rule here, r and cos theta. R as it is, differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta plus cos theta as it is, differentiation of r with respect to theta, that is r1, where r1 is dr by d theta. Now, we'll add one more page here. That is divide each term of the RHS by r dash cos theta divided by r dash cos theta. So you will get r divided by r dash plus sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. R dash gets cancelled, I mean r1 gets cancelled. Okay, r dash, or you can write r1, that's better. Divided by denominator minus r divided by r dash or r1 sin theta divided by cos theta, that is tan theta, plus r1 cos theta divided by r1 cos theta, you will get 1. Or you can write tan xi is equal to tan theta, I will write first, plus r divided by r1, and denominator is 1, I will write first, minus r by r1 times tan theta. Now take this equation as equation number 1. Now comparing two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. See, equation number 1 we have here and the second equation. Compare these two equations. So on comparing equation number 1 and equation number 2, we have tan theta as it is in the second equation. Instead of tan phi, we have r divided by r1. Similarly, 1 minus tan theta we have in second equation also. Instead of tan phi, we have r divided by r1. So on comparing 1 and 2, tan phi is equal to r by r1. Now you know that r divided by r1 is nothing but dr by d theta, or you can write tan phi is equal to r, denominator of the denominator d theta is numerator, divided by dr. Hence, we have proved tangent of the angle between the radius vector and the tangent, that is tan phi is equal to r times d theta by dr. Tan phi is equal to r times d theta by dr. Okay, this is the required proof. Let's observe the question with usual notation. Here we have proved tan phi is equal to r times d theta by dr. By solving problems equivalently, you can take it as cot phi is equal to, take the reciprocal on both sides, tan phi becomes cot phi is equal to 1 by r dr by d theta. While solving the problems, you can use this equivalent notation or equivalent formula, that is tan phi becomes cot phi by taking the reciprocal. So cot phi is equal to 1 by r dr by d theta. Okay, remember this formula while solving the problems, it will helpful. And while derivation, tan phi is equal to r d theta by dr, hence the proof. Next, look at the second question. 1b, find the radius vector, find the radius of curvature at the point 3a comma 3a on the curve x cube plus y cube is equal to 3a times xy. Let's solve this question. See, here the curve is x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy. At the point, we need to find radius of curvature, that is rho. Our formula for the Cartesian coordinate system, radius of curvature is 1 plus y1 square to the power 3 by 2 divided by y2 is the formula. Okay, now differentiate and get the value of y1 here. So I will differentiate this curve, Cartesian curve, with respect to x. You will get 3x square plus 3y square dy by dx, I will write it as y1, is equal to 3a is constant, differentiation of x into y, product rule, x differentiation of y is y1 plus y as it is, differentiation of x is 1. Or y1 is common in these two terms. Let's take y1 out. Remaining term is 3y square minus 3a x, right, is equal to, right hand side remaining term is 3ay minus 3x square. Left hand side curve becomes minus 3x square, left hand side term. Or you can take 3 outside from both the terms, left hand as well as right hand side. Or you can write y1 explicitly as 3 is common, ay minus x square divided by 3 is common, y square minus 3a, ax, right? Or 3 gets cancelled. The value of y1 is ay minus x square divided by y square minus ax. And take this equation as equation number 1, because I'm going to find y2 also, right? Now, at the point 3a comma 3a is given. At the point 3a comma 3a, the value of y1. Let us find y1 at 3a comma 3a. y1 at the point 3a comma 3a. Put the value of x and y as 3a minus 3a the whole square divided by 3a the square y square minus a times 3a, right? Here just you can take minus sign out from the numerator or else denominator, other terms are same, right? That is 3a square minus 9a square. Okay, here also 9a square minus 3a square, only differ by negative sign. So this term gets cancelled, right? But the negative sign is common if we take out. So minus 1 is the answer for y1 at 3a comma 3a. Now differentiate equation number 1, this equation, with respect to x, so that you will get y2 value. So y2 equal to, on differentiation of y1, that is y2, differentiate by u by v rule. So denominator square, denominator as it is, differentiate the numerator, that is ay, y differentiation is y1, minus x square differentiation is 2x, minus numerator as it is, differentiate the denominator, that is 2y, y square differentiation is 2y dy by dx, minus differentiation of ax is a. Now y2 value at the point 3a comma 3a, given point is 3a comma 3a, put the value here in the numerator 3a the square minus a into 3a, right? And a into the value of y1 is minus 1 we got previously, minus 2 times 3a, minus again a into 3a, minus 3a the square x square into 2y into y1, y1 value is minus 1 we got, minus a, right? And denominator we have 3a the square, that is y square minus a into x, that whole square. Now on simplification, you can simplify here, that is you can take 3a the whole square minus 3a square, that is 9a square minus 3a square outside from these two terms, right? Your negative sign will take out, so you will get 9a square minus 3a square, so that's common. And minus a minus 6a, right? Minus a minus 6 times a, that is minus 7a we will get, minus 6a minus a. Then here this minus sign is outside, so this plus sign, right? And 9a square minus 3a square is already taken out here, and remaining term is 6a with a negative sign, so minus 6a, minus 6a minus a, again minus 7a. And denominator we have 3a the whole square is 9a square minus 3a into a is 3a square, that whole square. Further, the common term, that is 6a square here, gets cancelled. So remaining minus 7a minus 14 times a divided by a denominator 9a square minus 3a square is 9 minus 3, 6a square. Again a gets cancelled, and 2 3s are 2 7s are. So answer for y2 is minus 7 divided by 3a is the value of y2. Next, substitute in the formula, that is rho is equal to 1 plus y1 square to the power 3 by 2 divided by y2. We'll write again. Rho is equal to, formula is 1 plus y1 square to the power 3 by 2 divided by y2. On substitution, 1 plus y1 square, y1 value is negative 1, that square, minus 1 the square is 1 to the power 3 by 2 divided by y2 value is minus 7 by 3a, minus 7 by 3a, that is 1 plus 1 2 to the power 3 by 2, that you can write it as 2 root 2 divided by minus 7, and denominator of denominator is numerator, that is 3a. Or final answer is 6 root 2a divided by minus 7 is the answer. but radius of curvature always positive. So modulus of radius of curvature will be 6 root 2, correct? 3 2 is 6. 6 root 2 a divided by 7 will be the radius of curvature, because radius of curvature is always positive, so avoid the negative sign. This is your final answer. Next, I'll move to the third question, that is 1c. Show that the evolute of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. The evolute is ax the power 2 by 3 plus by power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3. Okay, so let's solve this question. Yes, here first I will write the parametric form of ellipse. The given curve is ellipse. The parametric form is x is equal to a cos t and y is equal to b sin t. Is the parametric equation or parametric form of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Next, differentiate this. Differentiation of x with respect to t is minus a sin t. A constant, differentiation of cos t is minus sin t, and differentiation of y with respect to t is b is constant, differentiation of sin is cos t. Write the value of y1, that's nothing but dy by dx or dy by dt divided by dx by dt, that is b cos t divided by minus a sin t, or the value of y1 is minus b by a cos by sin is cot t, the value of y1. Similarly, differentiate now. Differentiate this with respect to x, that is y1 differentiation is y2, that's nothing but d by dx of y1, right? Or d by dx of y1 is minus b by a cot t. So here minus b and a is constant, differentiation of cot t is minus cosecant square t, and differentiation of this inner term t with respect to x is dt by dx, differentiation of t with respect to x. So here negative into negative becomes positive. Okay. So b by a cosecant square t, the value of dt by dx is the reciprocal of this value, right? dt by dx is the reciprocal of dx by dt. So you will get 1 divided by minus a sin t here. So the answer is, the value of y2 is minus b divided by a into a minus b a into a square, and 1 by sin t is again cosecant t. So you will get cosecant cube t is the value of y2. Now we have the formula for center of curvature, that is x bar is equal to x minus y1 divided by y2 times 1 plus y1 square. Okay, and also y bar equal to, right here, y bar is equal to y plus 1 by y2 times 1 plus y1 square. The formula for center of curvature, that is x bar and y bar, x bar comma y bar. Substitute here, x bar is, x value is a cos t minus the value of y1 we have here, that is minus b by a cot t divided by y2 is minus b by a square times cosecant cube t into 1 plus y1 square. So negative square is positive, that is b square by a square cot square t, right? Now some of the term gets cancelled here, and negative into negative is positive. B and A gets cancelled, right? Or this is A cos t minus sign. So denominator of denominator is numerator. A is numerator. Cot t can be written as t cos t by sin t, and 1 by cosecant is sin t, the power 3, into 1 plus b square by a square. Again, cot square can be written as cos square by sin square. Further, a cos t minus, here one of the sign gets cancelled, so sin square remains, minus a sin square t cos t into 1 minus a b square by a square sin square into cos t into cos square t by sin square t. So some of the term gets cancelled, that are a, one of the a gets cancelled here, and here sin square cancel. So we will get a cos t minus a times sin square t cos t. Here b square, that is minus b square by a times sin square gets cancelled. So just cot cube t, right? Again, a cos t is common in first and second term. Remaining is 1 minus sin square t minus b square, third term as it is, b square by a cos cube t. Further, yes, a cos t 1 minus sin square t is cos square t minus b square by a cos cube t. Here cos into cos square is cos cube, which is common term. Cos cube t is common. Remaining is a in the first term, second term minus b square by a. Or else you can write a square, take the common denominator a square minus b square divided by a times cos cube t, and I'll take this as equation number 1, left hand side x bar. Similarly, substitute the value of y1 and y2 as well as y in equation on, that is y bar, that is b sin t is the value of y, plus 1 divided by y2 value is minus b by a square times cosecant cube t, and the value of 1 plus y1 square, again y1 square is b square by a square cot square t, that is minus, sorry, b sin t minus numerator a square divided by b, 1 by cosecant is sin cube t, 1 plus b square by a square, cot can be written as cot by sin, that is cos square t divided by sin square t. On multiplication, we will get min b sin t minus a square by b sin cube t, again minus a square by b square by a square sin cube t into cos square t by sin square t. Or here one of the b gets cancelled, a square gets cancelled, sin square cancels, so sin remains. So term b sin t minus a square by b sin cube t, then minus sign, b remains sin t into cos square t, right? Look at the first and third term. B sin t is common in first and third term. Remaining is 1 in the first term, and the last term cos square t is remaining. Minus a second term as it is, a square by b with a negative sign, sin cube t. Further, 1 minus cos square is sin square. 1 minus cos square is sin square t minus a square by b sin cube t. Again, sin into sin square, sin cube. So sin cube t is common. Remaining is b in the first term minus a square by b in the second term. Or you can write y bar is equal to b is common denominator, and also I will take negative sign out. Okay, negative sign out from this. So you will get a square minus b square here. A square minus b square. Right? B square minus a square can be written as minus of a square minus b square sin cube t. And I'll take it as equation number 2 here. Equation number 2 and equation number 1. Now our intention is to eliminate variable t from equation 1 and equation 2. Let's multiply a for both equation number 1 and b for equation number 2. So ax bar will be a square minus b square to the power a square minus b square into cos cube t, and by bar is equal to minus of a square minus b square into sin cube t. Okay. Now taking power 2 by 3, that is squaring and taking cube root, okay, on both sides, and also adding these two, adding the resultant. So we will get ax bar to the power 2 by 3 added with the second equation, that is by bar to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3, which is common in these two equations. Even negative square on squaring, it's positive. And remaining term here it is cos cube t to the power 2 by 3 plus sin cube t to the power 2 by 3. Right? And here a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3 as it is, square, power 3 and 1 by 3 gets cancelled, so cos square t remains, plus again sin power 3 to the power 1 by 3 gets cancelled, so sin square t remains. And by the identity sin square t plus cos square t, or cos square t plus sin square t, that's equal to 1. Therefore ax bar to the power 2 by 3 plus by bar to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3. Now the locus of, since locus of center of curvature, that is x bar comma y bar, is the evolute, therefore evolute of the ellipse, given ellipse, that is x square plus x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, is just replace x bar and y bar by x and y in this equation. That is ax to the power 2 by 3 plus by to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3. Since the locus of the center of curvature x bar comma y bar is the evolute, therefore evolute of the given ellipse x bar by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 is replace x bar and y bar by x and y respectively. ax power 2 by 3 plus by to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square power 2 by 3. Hence the proof. So the question is, we are proving evolute of the given ellipse is ax power 2 by 3 plus by power 2 by 3 is equal to a square minus b square to the power 2 by 3. Right. In the next video, I am going to explain the remaining three problems, that is 2a, 2b and 2c.